You will recall back in the 1970s, and I realize many of you are not old enough to recall this, but therefore I will make it real for you. President Jimmy Carter went before the United States. Now, earlier in the decade, during the Nixon presidency, there had been, there were two different times this happened. There was, basically a war between Israel and Egypt and a few other of the Arab states. And as a consequence of our supporting Israel in that war, the Arab states cut off our oil supply. The price of oil exploded. We experienced inflation as a result of that, because inflation comes about as a consequence of commodity prices spiking. And Jimmy Carter looked at this and he said, this is a security nightmare that we are so dependent upon the Middle East for our oil, and not just a national security nightmare, but it's also an economic nightmare. We need to become energy independent. And he gave this speech. Listen.
The energy crisis is real. It is worldwide. It is a clear and present danger to our nation. These are facts, and we simply must face them. What I have to say to you now about energy is simple and vitally important. Point one, I am tonight setting a clear goal for the energy policy of the United States. Beginning this moment, this nation will never use more foreign oil than we did in 1977. Never.
And then he went on to say,
moreover, I will soon submit legislation to Congress calling for the creation of this nation's first solar bank, which will help us achieve the crucial goal of 20% of our energy coming from solar power by the year 2000.
And then the Reagan campaign cut a deal with Iran to hold the hostages, and Jimmy Carter lost the election. And Ronald Reagan came into office, and he one of the first things he did was blow up Carter's legislation, do away with the tax credits and things for solar power, and took the Carter's solar panels off the roof of the White House. It all began with Reagan. None of this would be happening in the Middle East right now if Jimmy Carter's plan had stayed in place. None of it. Ronald Reagan brought us to this day.